Evolution of Theism by Swami B.G. Narasingha. Read by Gaur Das. Introduction. It is sometimes found that the students of various spiritual disciplines argue amongst themselves as to whose teaching is right or wrong. It is often the case that the students argue simply on the basis of dogma and never really touch upon the truth. In yet another instance, the students are seen to argue about the truth, each supporting his own knowledge or realization, but not realizing that his opponent is also discussing the same absolute truth, but from a different angle of vision. To illustrate this point, there is a very nice Sufi poem entitled "The Blind Men and the Elephant." It was 6 men of Hindustan, to learning much inclined, who went to see an elephant, though each of them was blind, that each by observation might satisfy his mind. The first approached the elephant, and happening to fall against his broad and sturdy side, at once began to bawl, "God bless me, but the elephant is very like a wall." The second, feeling of the tusk, cried, "Ho, what have we here, so very round and smooth and sharp? To me 'tis very clear, this wonder of an elephant is very like a spear." The third approached the animal, and happening to take the squirming trunk within his hands, thus boldly up and spake, "I see," quoth he, "the elephant is very like a snake." The fourth reached out his eager hand, and felt about the knee. "What this most wondrous beast is like is mighty plain," quoth he, "'tis clear enough the elephant is very like a tree." The fifth, who chanced to touch the ear, said, "Even the blindest man can tell what this resembles most. Deny the fact who can, this marvel of an elephant is very like a fan." The sixth no sooner had begun about the beast to grope, than seizing on the swinging tail that fell within his scope, "I see," quoth he, "the elephant is very like a rope." And so these men of Hindustan disputed loud and long, each in his own opinion, exceeding stiff and strong, though each was partly in the right, and all were in the wrong. So oft in theologic wars the disputants, I ween, rail on in utter ignorance of what the others mean, and prate about an elephant not one of them has seen. According to India's great literature, Srimad Bhagavat, the absolute truth is realized in 3 stages, according to the position of the seer: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdyate. Translation. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahman is the stage of impersonal realization. Paramatma is the partial representation of the absolute truth in the heart of every living entity. And Bhagavan is the stage of realization of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, as the fountainhead of ecstatic mellows of divine love. The one absolute truth is thus manifest in 3 stages. To help the fallen souls in this world in their march toward the divine realm of Sri Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, the supreme spiritual abode, the Lord sometimes comes himself or sends his bona fide representative. Knowing this important fact, a sincere seeker of the truth can draw down the ultimate good from all bona fide spiritual masters. At a glance, such spiritual masters may appear to have differing opinions, and even contradict each other. But to the actually learned person, these differences are only external, while internally he sees the spiritual unity amongst them in that they work only for the benefit of the world and work only under the orders of the Supreme Lord. Although the truth is eternal, the truth nevertheless evolves in human society in gradual stages. In presenting these 5 essays on the lives and teachings of India's leading spiritual authorities, beginning with Buddha, we hope that our readers will not only gain a wealth of knowledge about the lives of these saints, but that they will also understand the contribution of each in a progressive way culminating in the teachings of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the great master. The truths discussed in this book are not a sectarian concern, and we do not place any master above another on the basis of sectarian favoritism. Yet the truth is dynamic, and it can be seen at its apex in the teachings of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, if one sincerely reads this book with an open and pure heart, he will surely understand the ultimate goal of life and how to achieve it. Signed, Swami B.G. Narasingha.